Good evening, Mistwalker. Last chapter certainly took a turn for the unexpected, didn't it? Oh, yes. At least there was some entertainment to be had. The smell of death and decay. The thrill of somebody engaging in absolute power. Even underwater, I could find it anywhere. Oh, at least there was a happy ending to be had here. I mean, Indra Walul, she was able to keep her clan safe. How dreadfully dull. And Lazarus lives to file paperwork another day. Whoopee. Constantina gets to dance at a wedding. Now, there was a small problem of her interfering with another agent's mission. Do you think that'll come up today? I certainly hope so. And Mercy. Oh, poor Mercy. Poor kind-hearted Mercy. Ingrid is not your friend. She's not anybody's friend. She's barely Ingrid's friend. It's what I like about her. Perhaps you would do better to make friends with people who weren't so inherently terrible. Isn't that right, Vasily? Of course it is. Oh, Vasily, you were the biggest surprise of all, weren't you? But then, I guess it's just in your nature to snatch at whatever power you can. And Vargas, oh Vargas, it's all on you. After all, his friend really wanted that box. I sure hope that's not a problem. And still, there is the problem of Constantina's curse to contend with. Well, she certainly can't be trapped aboard a ship for the rest of her life, unlife, and whatever comes after. Can she? Perhaps there are new mysteries to solve, new companions to uncover, new secrets to learn. I think we should watch this crew a little while longer, don't you, Mistwalkers? I'm sure they'll be getting into some trouble soon.
Hello, everybody. We're back.
Yay! Good evening, Mistwalkers. Welcome to Tales from the Mist, a spooky campaign set in the domains of dread. With me today are 6 adventurers, and let's go down the line and introduce ourselves. We're going to start with Lisa.
My name is Lisa Penrose, and I play your heart of the party, Mercy Albrecht, the Tiefling Storm Sorceress.
Kayla.
Hi, I'm Kayla, and I play Vasily, Tiefling Artificer / Wizard / Ada Lich.
Wow, present tense. You play Vasily. How bold.
I know. A bold assumption of me, truly. Yeah.
Bold move, Cotton. Let's see.
Let's see how this works out.
I think this is Ashley on the overlay.
It's me. I wasn't sure if that meant that I was supposed to go. Hi, I'm
Yes.
Ashley. It's been a week. I play Constantina of the Vistana Bard.
And then Hadil.
Hi, I'm your friend Hadil. I play this spooky man's Vargas, and I think Vasily drank my dad, so we'll see how that plays out for Cotton. He's not really my dad, I don't think. Who knows?
Our first guest, Goldie.
Hi, I'm Goldie, and I will be playing someone new, Lady Elliot North, a human bard who definitely has zero secrets. So
It's like that script we sent you came in handy.
zero secrets.
Zero secrets, like everyone else in Ravenloft.
Just a bunch of smiles for everyone.
You look familiar. Do I know you?
No.
Okay.
And then another guest with zero secrets and only smiles, Lindy.
Hi, I'm Lindy. I will be playing Shrii Saral, the Shadow Sorceress, with no secrets at all. None.
I don't know why I keep casting all of these completely normal people with zero secrets. It really, Ravenloft is going to be very dull at this rate. So this is not a typical campaign. We have a rotating cast, which means we have 4 anchor members, Lisa, Kayla, Ashley, and Hadil, and then we have 2 rotating members. Unlike last time, these members will be here for 3 episodes, but that is Goldie and Lindy, which means I have to chop if I'm going to destroy them, which I would never do. Our showrunner has our announcements.
Yeah. So, as always, we are doing some lovely giveaways. I think I put the little image in our thing. There we go. For Mistwalker survival kits. They have some awesome postcards for Strawdmas and Halloween, illustrated by our lovely Kayla Klein over there, as well as some matchbook menagerie matches to summon some revolutionaries. Your mileage may vary. A pin of Mercy's gauntlet and her red lightning, and even a little D6 dicey boy. Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Ashley. It's a clearer version of that blurry die. So if you would like to win a Mistwalker survival kit, really fast card not included, type !operative into the chat. !operative. We are also giving away a really cool dice tower tray box set from Master Monk Gaming. You may have seen us using them at D&D Live on our live stream. We're giving away TK's set that they used as Dungeon Master. One lucky winner will be able to get a Master Monk set as well. So !operative. And we pull our winners near the end of the show, and you've got to be in chat to let us know that you're there and claim your prize. So make sure you keep an eye on chat for Jack's Not Funny when he's pulling the giveaway winners. Aside from that, we also have our Threadless shop. So if you go to mistwalkers.threadless.com, you can get some cool t-shirt designs, or put them on blankets or notebooks or cups or stickers, a lot of different things. Also designed by Kayla. Very cool. I will gently pass it back to our Dungeon Master, TK.
Thank you. I appreciate this. I will love it for the rest of my days.
I made it
also,
just for you. Look at the cat in the background.
Oh my god.
Check it off on your bingo cards, y'all.
Nice.
Technical difficulties and cat.
I have already called
Already.
our
It's been
shop
10 minutes.
Threads from the Mists on Twitter.
Oh my gosh,
so
that's
that's
such a
the
good
official.
idea.
Yeah, that was Jack, and I know that Kayla told him no, but I already used it on Twitter, so that's the official name.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to rename the shop Threads from the Mist.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Thank you. Bless.
We're going to do it. Look at us getting along. Everything's good and happy.
Everything is good and happy.
This is
isn't it?
fine.
Everything is good and happy. I mean, after all, the last time we all spoke, you all vanquished some mysterious abomination, some psionic horror in the deep, dark depths of the ocean without lifting a finger. It's fascinating. That power, that raw power that you were able to harness for your own ends. Two of you made the conscious decision to take a decidedly evil magical artifact and use it. And even with the best of intentions, you cannot erase that evil from the world with that action. Vargas and Vasily, the both of you owe the dark powers a check. Please roll a D100. Vasily, for using this dark object, and Vargas for your complicity.
And lying to me, which I think is a crime. It is a very good thing no one else ever does that.
It's true. Okay, I'm gonna use an
technically
online
I'd
one.
have to have the
I feel
whole
like
cast roll.
if I say my number, you're not gonna believe me.
Is it 69 again?
Yes.
Oh, I got
Is it-
69 last time.
is
I got 59 this time.
Nice.
Kayla, send me the screenshot.
Okay.
Hadil, take a picture so that the
Okay.
Mistwalkers Twitter can say
Let me
nice.
get my phone. I'm so
Please.
professional.
You better hurry up.
Okay.
Okay. The dark powers have averted their gaze this time.
This time, please don't eat my booty hole spirits.
It was a very exciting day. Who would like to start?
I'll get my lumps over with.
Over with? What do you mean?
What do you mean?
What do you think is happening right now, Vargas?
With my ass kicked by Vasily / the lich blood she drank.
Why do you think that?
I was supposed to give that box to someone else. I was supposed to give it to my pal Ferran. And I think he is now possessing Vasily to some degree.
Be an Arcana check.
Alright. Sorry, I keep putting them back in the bag, like, I don't know why.
I do that too, so I just switched to electronic because I never put my phone away. Millennials? Am I right, fellow kids?
So it's a dirty 20.
Okay, dirty 20 is enough to tell you that she is not possessed. You've seen many spiritual possessions in your day.
Okay. Is there a way for me to find out what is going on? Because I know, like, Vasily would never purposely use any sort of term of endearment.
That is 100% accurate. And because of that, I will tell you what you need to know. No, it doesn't seem as though she's possessed. It seems as though she is in a trance, as though she is in a dream.
Okay. Somebody in chat said Vargas is going to get a spanking, and I'm laughing at that. Okay, so she's in a trance. She's in a dream. I want to slap her across the face to see if I can wake her up. Or actually, I want to go back to drawing a mustache on her first, and then I will slap her in the face. Lightly,
Alright.
gently. I don't want to hurt her. I just want to wake. I mean, I do want to hurt her, but like not right now.
That mischievous little smile, Hadil. I feel like Vargas has the same mischievous
Also-
little smile right now.
Yeah, also, are your weak little hands gonna break my armor class? Because I don't
No,
think
they're
the
not.
hands are AC
Doesn't
17.
Vargas, doesn't Vargas have like a strength of 42 or something?
No.
You mean 420? Let me check. My strength is +1. It's a 13.
So it's like a 13.
Yeah. Or 420, whatever you want to go with. This is you're the
Okay,
DM.
well, I'm gonna go with 13 or 12.
Okay.
Okay, so it is a 12 then.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Vasily, You are dreaming. And as you dream, you are walking through a crowded marketplace. The sun is shining. There are birds, and all you can feel is a low, curdling disgust.
Yeah, fair. I was about to say, ugh.
You can smell cheap perfumes covering up musty clothing and meat about to turn. You can smell too many spices left out for too long, perhaps in the rain. You can hear the low buzz of summer insects. And all of these jewel-toned flowers are just bursting out of every stall in this marketplace. And there is a woman waiting for you on the other side of the marketplace. So a woman, and her hand is clasped in the hand of a small boy. Vargas, what did your mother look like? What does this woman look like?
So I feel like Vargas definitely, like, the charming parts of him definitely favor his father, but like the elegance of the drow is what he gets from his mother. So I think she would have silver hair and probably darker skin, not mist gray, maybe like, I would even say it would almost be like a navy blue.
Mm-hmm.
Like dark, like if you've ever been fortunate enough to look at the sky where there's no light pollution at night, and it's just that like perfect dark navy. And I imagine she has a lot of like, she would have a lot of like almost freckles. I don't know how Drow would get freckles because there's no sun, but it looks like her face is covered in stars. Like, some people would say that his mother is very beautiful, but not the most beautiful. She would be considered plain for a Drow.
I think there are people who would consider her beautiful. She has a wide, high forehead with a lot of wave in that silver hair, and it curls around her ears and her chin and the sides of her neck rather prettily, in spite of the fact that she's attempted to pull it back in a severe bun. There's a lot about her face that is very severe. Strong lines in the jaw, high cheekbones, almond eyes, thin eyebrows. And she looks down her straight nose at her only son. Cherub-faced boy with a few too many curls in the hair, ears that are too short, skin that is too pale. You approach and extend a hand, and it is not your hand. It is weathered. Tapered fingers, narrow palms, calluses. At the wrist, there is a short cut of wool. Goes up a straight arm to a padded shoulder, starched neckline. You can almost see yourself in her eyes, this disapproving older man who has deigned to allow her in his presence for just a few minutes. Vargas, this is the first time you met Firon, though you did not know it. And if you were here now, and if you had any knowledge of this memory, you would know that he bent down and set his hand on your shoulder. He looked you in the face, up and down, and took the measure of you and said, Vargas, my boy, I have heard so much about you. And he opens your little small hand, and he would put a coin in the palm, close it up and leave. Vasily, you are awake, and you have a mustache drawn on your face. Though you do not
he
know
just gets
it.
to do that thing? Oh my
Yes,
god.
because I'm the boss.
Ugh.
And because you sassed me earlier for eating Count Chocula.
Oh well, you ate too much.
It's
Did
true. Everyone shame TK in chat.
I did actually eat too much, but that's not your decision right now.
Ugh.
Yes, you have a mustache on your face.
But I don't know it.
But you do not know it. Unless Vargas is right in the middle of drawing it. Vargas?
It looks really nice though. Like I'm getting that upper lip shading.
Like, I want to imagine throughout this entire memory, Vasily, like, Vargas started with like the curly mustache and then was like, no, I can do this. And then started like stippling.
Yeah.
I hate it.
You don't. You love it.
I do not.
Okay.
Vasily, you still have several levels of exhaustion, 4 to be exact. You will need to rest. But if you don't want to, that is your choice as well.
No, I'm gonna go back to sleep. I feel like I set up Vargas's drawing on my face and I'm like, no. And I just want to go back to sleep.
Okay. Vargas.
Well, getting no reaction is 0% fun, but I feel like Vargas would understand that Vasily truly does need to rest. And he might, somewhere deep down inside of himself would feel a little bad. So he's not going to wipe the mustache off, but he will leave her room with the intention of coming back to check on her to make sure she hasn't died. He is glad that she is not dead from drinking the daddy juice, which is what I've decided to call it.
The daddy
Thank you.
juice. Oh my gosh.
It's the daddy juice. Because I already used fight milk, so I can't use that. So it's daddy juice now.
Daddy juice.
Is that what Vargas calls it as well?
I'm really upset by everything happening.
I mean, I hate it, but not enough to stop it.
It's like you're watching like your favorite sibling get in trouble. You're like, we could blame it on the other one, but I really like watching your ass get beat by auntie. So
I'm trying to think of if I had a favorite sibling because I had 4. Never mind, it doesn't matter. Irrelevant. Vargas, you leave the room. What would you like to do?
We didn't get this moment on the ship.
Yeah,
So
go
I would
ahead.
just like to point out that Mercy just got like torn apart by Ingrid and is outside of Ingrid's room, forlornly leaning against the door.
Oh, do I see Mercy? Because is she within earshot?
I'm probably crying.
Yes.
I will go over to Mercy.
Vargas!
I will take my nicer handkerchief and dab at her eyes, and I will take.
Chips left and right.
It's just like a fucking magician's trick in there. At this point, I think they're just minor illusions.
How many does he
It's
have?
like a minor illusion. But I will, because we're still in the styes, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, this is the evening that you returned after vanquishing what I lovingly call the Crackaleth.
Why are you the way that you are? I just called something daddy juice. Whatever. I will take Lucy's hands in my own, and I will hold her hands, and I'm like, Mercy, I cannot even begin to tell you how fortunate I am to have a friend such as you. I am going to change into something else, and then perhaps I would like to go out in the town and see what they have for shopping. Would you like to accompany me?
You want to hang out with me, even so I'm just nobody likes me, and Ingrid thought that she was my best friend, but then she's forgotten everything and she doesn't know anything about the box. And also I thought I was going to die like 3 times today and I haven't slept. And
Well, why don't you? How about this? Why don't you go? You take a little rest for yourself. We'll change into something nice. We'll go out. We'll buy something sparkly for ourselves. I'll check on Ingrid. Don't worry about her. I'm sure she's just in shock. She's probably just in shock. Don't
think
even
so?
worry. I think so. Go.
Sometimes people say mean things when they are shocked. Vasily says mean things all the time.
She does. She's just constantly shocked, probably.
I think so.
Probably. So you go. He'll gently turn her around and like push her off. Actually, would you be a dear and go check on Vasily for me? I know she's just been through so much, and I'm sure your presence would just help her through her.
Vargas, you are so thoughtful, and I am sorry I accused you of lying to me earlier today about the box with the leech phylactery in it.
Yes. That's all behind us now.
Okay. Yes, I will go check on Vasily.
Okay, as Mercy goes, as soon as she goes into Vasily's room, I want to crack open the door of Ingrid's room. And let's see. I'm sure that she went to wizard school, but still it will feel good for me. I'm going to minor illusion a bunch of bugs and snakes crawling out of her bed.
Do you want to crack open the door, or do you want to poke your head through the door?
Is there like enough space between the bottom of the door and the floor, and then like those...
You know what? It's a flop house. I'll say there's probably about 2 or 3 inches.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I want to
It's probably got little swingy garbage doors.
I want to minor illusion a bunch of gross bugs and snakes.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna apologize to everyone in advance. If you see me make a weird face, it's because Samson is sitting on my lap and he is flexing his claws into my thighs, and
he's making love biscuits.
The literal worst.
He loves you so much.
Loves you.
It's just because he's anxious because my husband's not home. He's a monster.
Gotta throw the whole man out. Can't believe he abandoned his child.
Oh my gosh.
He went to the store to get another box of Count Chocula and they never heard from him again.
He was like, "Oh, we're almost out of milk for this Count Chocula. I'll go get milk. It's okay." So yeah.
And then he never came back.
He never. I have to raise this boy by myself.
Ugly prince.
Ugly prince. Oh,
he's not ugly. Don't
He's
call
so
him
handsome.
ugly. He's so handsome.
He has a very handsome face. He's like an emperor cat.
Distinguished, even.
As Vargas goes into Ingrid's room, you hear Mercy going into Vasily's room, and she just screeches, "Oh no, Vasily's also turning into a werewolf!" As she sees that Vasily has sprouted hairs on her face.
Hairs and a mustache.
Yeah.
And you hear, as you begin to be very distressed and call out Mercy, you hear just a blood-curdling scream from Ingrid's room, and then the slam of her door as she runs out, and all you can hear is, "Get him off, get him off, get him off," as she runs downstairs.
Well, that was weird.
I then go to the bar because my work here is done. I'd never liked Ingrid. She's mean, and I want to be the only mean one. I'm the only mean girl.
It's true. Vargas is the meanest girl in this tavern. Now, you all came back. It's strange to think that your adventures yesterday only lasted a night. You come back and they are preparing a banquet for the wedding that will be tonight. Constantina, where are you?
Well, I'm probably in everyone's way and trying to be helpful. So I probably am flitting about, helping a little bit with the food until someone shoos me away, and then going. Are there other any other musicians or anything?
Constantina, you're all Vistani.
So we're all musicians.
How many musicians do you think there are?
There's a lot, and I think we lost Kayla.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna wait to see if Kayla comes back before I rearrange all the windows, y'all. So
That's
sorry that we look like weird
She just texted me, said,
golems.
my internet just tanked. Jack is resetting in.
Right.
Jack to the rescue.
Thank you, Jack.
We'll be back soon.
Yeah.
musicians.
In the meantime, yeah. So I like to think there's lots of musicians, different instruments. There's probably a few other fiddlers. I feel like violins are Vistana like violins very much because they're mobile. But there's some percussionists and probably some tambourines and lots of musicians. So I'm basically like going around to all the musicians and like helping them tune their instruments and like I like made a set list that I didn't consult anyone else about, but I'm like going to each person. I'm like, okay, well, this is the order, and like you're gonna play this, and then we'll switch to this. So I'm like basically like kind of ordering people about and just like getting in the way and being annoying, but having fun.
When does Vincenzia take you aside?
I would say that like after I've kind of gone through, I'm like putting all the musicians in kind of like this like cluster, and as I get to like the far like right musician and they're like kind of waving me off from stopping to stop touching their instrument, then Vincenzia, she like appears like at my elbow.
What does Vincenzia say to you? What do you think her expression is?
I think that because it's her son's wedding that she is like putting on a cheerful face because everyone like she wants this wedding to be like a festive, fun event, but there's something that's a little off about her expression, like a little hard.
Roll me an insight.
Gladly.
With advantage.
Okay, I'm going to use my really sparkly Constantina dice. With advantage. Oh, I'll use both of my sparkly Constantina dice. Okay, let's see. So insight, right?
Yep.
That is a 16. But my passive insight is 18. That makes a difference.
I'm gonna say we're using active insight because she is actively trying to keep her emotions under wrap. Okay. But a 16 is still enough to see that she's not only perturbed, she's also a little worried. And she inclines with her head to the side. Will you join me in the suite?
Sure. Is everything okay?
Of course it is, Constantina. Right as rain.
And I follow her.
Her tone is very flat when she speaks to you. And when she leads you into the suite, she isn't hurried, but she walks with purpose. You can tell that this is a form of business, Vincenzia. She is not speaking to you as Stefano's mother. She is speaking to you as the wild cat of the north.
Okay. I also tried to change my posture to like, I'm trying to emulate her, the way she's like walking.
There are 4 people waiting for you in the suite. Okay, garage, that's fine. My husband's home.
I feel like our bingo card should have multiple boxes for like technical difficulty, audio difficulties,
yes,
internet difficulties, the magic of live streaming.
Samson just ran out of the room as soon as he heard the garage door, so I can tell Dad's home. I'm sorry, there are 4 people waiting for you in this suite when you enter. And one of them you recognize. This is Nicodemus, who has multiple books stacked in his incredibly long, gangly arms. For the other 2 that are in this room, Nicodemus is a very tall creature, nearly 7 feet. His head doesn't quite scrape the ceilings in this flop house, but it is very close, with a long, fleshy beak in front of his face, not terribly unlike a plague doctor's mask made of skin. He wears a sort of slubby jacket, and he has these colored spectacles on. He looks very irritable. He looks very tired. Another person in this room is the woman that you met in the warehouse, though she's not wearing her mask this time. She has a similar breathing mask to everybody else, but she's not wearing something to obscure her face. She looks very annoyed to be there. The other two in the room, I would like to start with Elliot. What do you look like?
T-Swift.
I am just so happy to be here. As Lady Elliot kind of gracefully extends her arm with a winning smile and a sparkle in her eye, she has very beautiful, glorious, blonde, golden hair. She is wearing a sort of shimmery dress that changes colors as she's moving. She knows that she's the center of attention. She is very classically beautiful for a human. And, beneath that smile, though, there may be a hint of something more. But for now, she's just charming everyone that she meets, and she is obviously charmed even her companions who are in this room.
And then Madame Shrii Saral.
Madame Shrii is dressed in noblewoman's clothing. She's a little bit on the chubby side. She's got rosy red cheeks, round face. She appears to be pretty good-natured. She's always got at least a nice resting smile on her face. She's got jewels in her braided hair, and she's got a nice medallion and a lovely ring as well. And she's just kind of observing. She's happy to people watch. Just enjoying the ambiance of the room, paying special attention to, the bard, as the bard is just demands it, practically.
Now, Vincenzia approached the two of you with a job some time ago, and you've been waiting for a few minutes in this room for her to bring back the operative you were waiting for. How did you size one another up? Is she a threat?
I think Shrii sized up Lady Elliot North. How squishy she looks. If someone's wearing a lot of armor, that means they're probably more of a threat, or at least are expecting threats, and maybe they draw danger. Lady Elliot seems quite amenable. Lovely, even maybe pleasant companion to travel with. She's looking forward to this.
Truly, as the most glamorous and beautiful bard in the room, nay, say even in this entire common area, Lady Elliot North really has no need to ever feel threatened by what an adorable creature you are. I look squishy, but you also look quite squishy.
I do look quite squishy.
I do love the jewels, and I love sparkly things. And as always, I'm always looking for someone to fall in love with.
Constantina, these are the people that await you in this room. And Vincenzia shuts the door behind you all, and for the first time since you have arrived in this den of mostly matchbook menagerie operatives and pirates, she locks the door. Constantina has given me a very disappointing report. Her eyes are on you, Constantina.
What do you mean?
It would seem that you interfered with a handoff earlier this evening. Is this correct?
Well, sure, but I didn't know that it was a mission for the menagerie. That might have changed my actions, but I don't know. She was about to hurt someone that my friend
And
knew.
yet you spoke with some authority.
Well, I mean, as a fellow member of the menagerie, I feel like I'm allowed to if I think that someone's in danger.
Vincenzia gives you a very hard look, and she begins to pace. There's something to her walk, something to her gait that is predatory. A large beast trapped inside of a very small body. I do not like to be disappointed, and the she-wolf even less so.
Okay, I feel like I am lacking some important information here. Can you tell me who the real she-wolf is?
Constantina Avshabalomov. Everybody knows this.
Okay, but that is me, as I've been trying to tell people for several days now. And I don't really know. I'm a little confused here. I did write a letter to Rusa, and I'm hoping that Rusa can maybe answer some questions for me. But I don't know how that could be me if that's me right here. I mean, I don't mind being called the she-wolf. I mean, like, that's cool. But I don't feel like somebody else has earned that title, and I just need a little bit of context here.
This is impossible.
What do you
You
mean?
cannot be the she-wolf. I spoke with her not a few hours ago.
Oh, well, okay. Well, that kind of makes sense because I keep hearing about her, but I just don't understand how she has my name, because that's my name, you know? Like, you're all using my name, and this is becoming very confusing for me. Like, I'm the real Constantina, okay? Like, I don't care. You can take credit for everything, but I don't know, like, what I'm supposed to be doing right now. And I don't know.
Do you have proof of this?
I start, like, going through my bag. Yes, I will say that I like to think that my name is on my violin.
Okay.
Like once I claimed, because the violin used to belong to my grandmother, and like I like to think that when
So it is an Avshalomov family heirloom?
It is, yes. Yeah, that's like why it has the magic that it has. And so when that came into Constantina's possession, it but she kind of like claimed it by having her name engraved on it. Like under where her grandmother's name is also engraved.
Do you take the violin out?
Oh, sure. Yeah. So I like kind of rearrange. I have like kind of like a bandolier. It's like a magical violin case that keeps it from being like this bulky instrument. So yeah, I pull my violin out, and I do hold on to it myself. It's my most like precious item that I own. But I do hold it out and I show them like, here are the names. Like this, I'm an Avshalomov. That's my family. Like that's who I am. And like my name is on the violin, and that's my grandmother's name right above there.
Oh, darling, that's precious.
I mean,
It's a beautiful instrument.
thank you so much. I mean, it's a little beaten up because it's been on many travels with me, and it's been well loved through decades. But I think it's special too, and it has like some like flowers engraved into it. Like it is a beautiful violin, but it has been like worn, so it's not like the most like gleaming instrument.
Vincenzia holds her hands out to receive it.
Okay. I've never let anyone else hold it since it's been mine, so please be careful with it. This is just to verify my identity.
Of course.
And I very gingerly pass it over.
She takes it between her hands and she turns it and starts tracing her thumb along the strings, caressing the body of it. She turns it a few more times, examines the carvings, traces her hands over the names. She looks at the... How do your clans identify themselves in order to verify that it is in fact a clan artifact? How would your clan do that?
Oh, that is tricky. I like to think, I mean, we're very proud of our names. So I like to think that that's kind of common in Vistana culture, that like the clans go by like whatever their collective like surname is. I don't know. I'm trying to think of something that would be like.
Is there a crest or?
I would say
perhaps a rhyme, a proverb.
Man, I wish I was more prepared for this because I could.
Great. Gotcha. I'm just kidding.
Thanks, TK. Next time.
I mean, I didn't know this either. We're both making it up.
That's fine. I can't think of any, like, I'm sure my Russian Jewish ancestors are like screaming at me right now, but I can't think of anything. But I like to think that they're, I would say that they are, that like a red rose is kind of like a symbol for them. So that like that kind of motif appears a lot in their embroidery. So I like to think of that's some of the florals that appear in my violin.
Okay.
Yeah, and so that's like kind of common in some of our like the art that we make.
Yeah, a scrolling like a redwood rose that has been carved in the sides, and she looks at the way that this carving gleams in the firelight. She looks at it and she calls Madame Shrii.
Yes.
Is this authentic? Is the magic in this correct?
Oh, well,
Shrii?
let me take a look at it. She'll get closer and she'll kind of try to put her hands out just to gently rest them upon the violin and examine it and just kind of try to feel the vibrations in the wood.
How would you like to authenticate this?
Maybe so since it's an authentication, I think an insight check to make sure that the wood in the instrument is in resonance with itself and nothing is fabricated falsely. That makes sense.
Yes.
Okay.
Use your spellcasting modifier instead of wisdom.
Sure thing. Oh, that's really good. Okay. 19 plus proficiency or no?
Are you proficient in insight?
Yes, I am.
Use your proficiency.
All right, cool. So that's going to be a 25.
Wow. Okay.
Whoa.
I rolled a natural 19. So
wow. Okay. So a 25, you'll get an extra thing.
Oh.
A 25 is enough to tell you, yes, this is an authentic Avshalomov violin. Yes, the name in it is Constantina. But it is also enough to tell you that this violin has not been properly attuned for some time.
Okay.
All of the magical powers in this violin have not been unlocked.
Okay.
Whether that means that the holder is the true owner or not, it is hard to decipher.
Okay.
What?
Interesting. I think she'll keep that last little bit to herself. She wants this job to go well. She thinks it's a very personal thing. Constantina seems very miffed right now and worried. So she well, you see, this is definitely an authentic Ashalamov violin. You can tell because the wood resonates properly here, and it's very strong vibrations, very powerful magical item, this, yes.
Thank you, Madame Shrii. We are satisfied. Vincenzia gently hands you back the violin.
I am going to very quickly put it away. No more touching.
She folds her hands and looks at you sternly. This may prove that you are Constantina, but not necessarily our Constantina. As such, I still owe my loyalty to the she-wolf, and I must ask, where is the box?
Well, we kind of opened it. And we kind of destroyed what was inside of it. So we fixed it.
Briska, go. The other Constantina leaves and locks the door behind her. The phylactery?
Is gone.
Destroyed?
In a sense.
I do not understand.
Okay. I will tell you what happened to it if you tell me who the she-wolf is. Is it Rusa?
It is Constantina, not Rusa. Whoever
Okay.
this Constantina is, that is the identity she has adopted, and I know nothing further.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that my name is common all of a sudden, because it never was when I was growing up, so.
Constantina never got like her personalized bike license plate.
Constantina was not
Or
an athlete, let's just say that.
Keychain.
No coffee mug.
Yeah, right. Okay. Can I insight check
Yeah.
Vincenzia over that fact? I mostly believe her, but I really need some freaking information here. Oh, that is
Go ahead.
quite high. Okay. So it's a what's a 16 plus 8? 24.
24 is enough to tell you that Konstantina Avshalomov is the name she was given, but now she has begun to doubt that that is in fact who she is.
Okay.
She does not appear to have any further information than that. Since this is a cell structure in the secret organization.
You said that you'd met with her. Do you know what she looks like?
She wears the mask even with us.
Okay. All right. Well, as for the phylactery, my friend kind of consumed it, and
In a spell.
No, like in her body.
Why would she do that?
She tends to be very brave, but also very stupid, which I think is kind of aspirational. But she was, I think, trying to help, and she used it for good because she destroyed the Guardian with the power. So
I am not familiar with a guardian. I don't understand, but that is neither here nor there. This phylactery belonged to a powerful Dark Lord.
Well,
we needed it, a ritual to trap his power for a while. Unfortunately, I don't know if that will be... She looks to Goldie she looks to Elliot and Shrii. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm like this. And what do you suggest?
Who was the Dark Lord, if you don't mind me asking? I might have insight as to perhaps alternatives if we have a gauge on how powerful.
I'm afraid I do not know his name, only his title.
What's that? What's the title?
Azalin Rex.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, I'll think on it. Give me a minute.
See that you do that. In the meantime, we have more pressing matters, and Constantina, I would give you a mission.
Yeah, from the menagerie. Yeah, yes. Yeah, and I am very excited, and then I'm like trying to remember that I'm supposed to be like, cool.
This is of great importance. You, and she points at Nicodemus and snaps a couple times to summon him over. He trips over himself and begins to juggle these books. This creature and Briska, they have determined the location of a powerful necromancer, one who may be strong enough to lift your curse.
Oh, that's great. Is that
Yes.
my mission?
Yes, journey as quickly as you can to his island in Todstein.
Oh,
If I
okay.
can just ask, what is this curse, my dears?
Well, so I recently sailed on a ship, and it was really cool. And whenever I, am around other people, my mom raised me to be helpful, so I volunteered to be a crew member while aboard, not knowing that when I signed the passenger manifest that would kind of tie my soul to the ship. So now I kind of have to go wherever the ship goes. And it leaves in like a day or so, and I don't really want to go with it. Um, yeah, so you can really understand that I was acting with the best intentions. So it's not really my fault that I got cursed, but I am cursed nonetheless. So
That just
yeah.
sounds like such a drag, darling.
Oh, it really is.
I just hope you like travel a lot.
Oh, I mean, I do it. Actually, that's another curse that I have, where I have to travel a lot. Otherwise, if I stay in one place for too long, then I might turn into a creepy demon, like
Oh,
zombie. Yeah, it sounds cool, but not
it sounds like this is a convenience of curses. Then you don't have to worry about one while you have the other.
yeah. Mm, I'm debating if I should share my other curses.
DM sitting here like, yeah. You now that I think about it, you are like,
I am
I wasn't
cursed.
done.
you're just a fly trap for them, really.
I mean, at this point, Lady Elliot just wants to just like glamour something beautiful on her. Just it's a nice gesture because she feels
Bless.
so bad.
Yeah.
She has such a hard life.
Yep, it's really true. She's quite pitiful.
Yeah. Vincenzia listens to this and she folds her hands in front of her. Todstein is perhaps 2 days sail north of here. The menagerie has enlisted the services of Lady North and Madame Shrii. They will accompany you after you have lifted this curse. We ask only that you remove the necromancer from the area. We simply cannot have a threat like that.
Sure, I'd be happy to. Is there anything else that I could be doing for the menagerie while I'm, out and about?
She folds one hand over another, and it takes her a moment to make eye contact with you. Constantina, you will have to choose one day. The phylactery cannot remain intact. Think about it. Enjoy the wedding. Stefano will be so pleased to see you.
All right. Real quick, this is a player reminder. What is Vincenzia's cool title?
The Wildcat of the North.
Do I suspect anything lycanthropic? Anything animalistic about Vincenzia? That she would be aware?
No, she does not give off anything like that. You don't smell the curse on her, and typically lycanthropes can smell the curse on other lycanthropes. Okay. No, this if you had to guess from the insight that you took from her earlier, she's just a very brutal warlord. And if you had to guess, a crime boss that has joined the menagerie.
Okay.
Things change a lot in 2 years, Constantina.
Yeah. I'm learning that.
Please enjoy the wedding, all of you. And she waves you out of her office.
I love weddings.
Me too, right? Aren't they so fun? They're so like optimistic.
I always cry.
No, me too.
I love seeing the beautiful people at weddings. In fact, I'd love to go meet some of them. Shall we?
Oh, sure, let's go mingle and maybe we can play some music, sing some songs, drink some wine. Be a great night. I think you're muted. There you go.
You have about 6 hours before the wedding. What would you all like to do?
Constantina, was it? I'd love to have a small discussion with you at your nearest convenience.
Oh, sure. Do you want to go into the room that I have while I'm here? We can go chat.
Sure.
Okay.
That sounds great.
Sure. Should we invite Lady Elliot to come with us?
This is about a rather private and personal matter, and I wouldn't want to, you know.
Okay.
I'm Lady Elliot is a little bit eavesdropping on this, and here's she's a little miffed that she's not being included, of course, because
I mean, after we're done, we can maybe let Lady Elliot in, but I think you're gonna want to hear about this first.
Okay, sure. Real quick, I want to turn to Lady Elliot. Do you have a guest, or are you bringing anyone to the wedding with you? You know, like someone you are keen on.
Oh no, just me and my lute. Just to play for everyone.
That sounds lovely. Would you like to dance with me later tonight?
Of course, I would love to dance with you. I think it would be absolutely wonderful. And I think before then, I would love to look around a little bit and maybe meet some of the beautiful people who are just waiting to attend the wedding. It just sounds so lovely to meet new people. Always meet my fans.
I'm sure you have many of them.
Thank you.
Well, great. I will come find you later tonight then.
Yes.
Right, just a real quick. Mercy, what are you doing right now?
After I've realized that Vasily is not turning into a werewolf, I probably panicked at first. I cleaned her upper lip. You're welcome, Kayla. And then I'm just sitting on the bed, maybe like kind of like brushing Vasily's hair. She always keeps it so like knotted and stuff, and so I'm getting it like nice and smooth and sitting next to her, and I'm just like, oh, Vasily, you drank that terrible phylactery, and now weird runic symbols are turning up on your skin. But don't worry, I washed it off. And she'll say things like, I know when we were in Darkon, I told you about my adventures with other people, and that you could leave and explore the world and learn so many things for your science, but maybe it was too much at once. Vroom, vroom. Maybe it was too much. I just worry about you and all your secrets. Just kind of like sitting and talking to her unconscious body. It's so sweet.
Is there anything you'd like to say to Vasily besides that while she's asleep?
I think like the one other thing that I might say is I was very scared. They told me what happened afterwards, that you ate that thing in the box, the vial of blood. And normally I would say, sure, drink some blood, that's part of a ritual. But this was a leech's blood, Vasily. What were you thinking? Something could have happened to you, and it's just always been us. And I don't know what I would have done. And sometimes I think that it could be something more, but I wish that you could see yourself the way that I see you. The way that we all see you, except for maybe Varghese. Because until then, I know nothing would be good. So, until then, I'm your friend, and I will always be your friend. I can maybe tuck myself in the bed next to her, waiting for Varghese to come pick me up.
You were the person who tucked Vasily into bed earlier, weren't you?
I was.
Where did you put her equipment?
I probably made sure everything was organized well and was dry, and organized alphabetically despite what category or object it was. And if she had more than one of the same thing, I organized it by color. Anyway, and then I put it underneath her bed, probably.
As you tuck yourself up against her, you can see a faint glow against the wall from underneath the bed.
That's strange. I did not account for luminescence when I organized. Oh, I have to redo the whole thing. And I'm gonna come out of the bed and bring her bag out to see what's glowing.
You bring the bag out and you can see the sheath where one of the daggers that you share with her is.
Oh. It's glowing?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna bring out my dagger and kind of hold it next to it.
Now, your dagger doesn't really do anything, but when your dagger comes close to it, the eye in the hilt of her dagger glows very strongly.
I kind of do this. Bring it closer and then move it away again.
Mm-hmm. And as it grows closer, so too does the luminescence grow. And as it moves away, so too does it dim.
How strange. Maybe it is a friendship dagger. Oh, how fun, it is a friendship dagger. Typical of Vasily. Make a friendship dagger.
That seems like something Vasily would prioritize. Sure.
I love it.
Varghese. Lady Elliot finds you at the bar. How do you get her attention?
Well, I know that I want it real bad. I want her attention. I think at this point, Varghese would just kick something over to get everybody's attention. What does she do? Is she just looking at everyone, or what is she doing in the bar? Does she sit at the bar?
I think right now Lady Elliot is kind of perched. She knows her angles in this not Instagram world, in this amazing, I don't know, bardic inspiration world. So she's kind of perched a little on a stool. She knows people are watching her. She's shifting a little so you can catch the glow of her dress. She is attempting to attract attention while not looking like, as we say in the common human world, a try-hard.
And how is Varghese trying to attract her attention in the way that he presents himself and looks?
I'd like to think by nature of being Varghese, Varghese is the kind of person that wants to look like the best sort of person, whether he's the best dressed or whatever. He has a bajillion disguise kits. He can minor illusion nice clothes at this point. That's his MO, is to look better than he really is. So I'd like to think that he actually went and changed and put on his nicer stuff, illusory stuff, whatever. I don't know, maybe that dude owns an Omni dress, but at this point he just dressed really well, I ripped up my Tucker Max pickup artist book to hide that box, so can't use that. But it's okay.
Flying solo today.
Yeah, I memorized it. It's just a study guide. It's fine.
It's more guidelines, really.
We'll order the most expensive drink, not with the intention of paying for it, because he's not going to, and have it sent over to her. This did not work in the first episode that I did this, but I was trying to pick up Vasily, so.
So I will say that Lady Elliot North obviously already has 2 or 3 drinks in front of her, sent by various other men, women, and creatures in the bar. And she's, every single one, she has a little bit of, false humility with with getting it. And so she's always like, oh my goodness, another drink? Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh,
I feel like I should just nag her at this point, be like, you're looking pretty. Somebody's sitting next to her.
Lydia? Anyone sitting next to
I
you?
think that there is definitely, I would say, a rather handsome, maybe slightly monstrous female who is sitting next to her that she's a little bit flirting with, but only because Lady Elliot may or may not be a complete flirt. But there's an empty seat. It's a little bit wobblier than the other seats that is still open next to her. Now, of course, Lady Elliot would never take that seat because she picks the best seat in the house at the best angle in the house so everyone can observe her beauty.
Yeah, Vargas, as you're watching, there's a half-orc named Strega with a few braids on the side and 1 or 2 scars and a broken tusk that has been weekly flirting with Elliot the entire time. And she's, so you like beer or dance music? You like music? You like money? Do you like, you like bar fights? You like arm wrestling? Yeah.
And the whole time Elliot is she's giggling like it is the funniest thing that she has ever heard in her entire life. And her laughter is so charming that it kind of peels so gently across the entire bar so everyone hears it and is so charmed by it. In fact, the whole bar truly is charmed. Yeah, you like jokes. I like jokes. You like have you heard this one? What's green and smells like paint? What, my dear?
Green paint.
Oh.
I gotta go one. What's red and smells like green paint?
What, my darling?
Red paint.
Oh, you are just a magical.
Yeah, Vargas, it's been like this
creature
for too long.
I will like to I'll lean over to the orc. You said it was an orc woman?
Yes.
Okay, I'll lean over, and whether or not Lady Ellie hears, I'm gonna go over and be like, yeah, so I just heard this guy say that he could totally take you in a fight, but I don't think so.
When you say that to her, she immediately stands up and picks up the stool she was sitting on. She takes it between her hands and just snaps it in half. And then she leans back on the bar and flexes her bicep for Elliot. I'll be right back. And then
well, now Vargas and horny.
Yeah, and just stalks back across the room. I'll be right back.
Heavens. Oh, they're always doing that over me. So because Elliot needs an audience always. So Elliot turns to Vargas and it just says casually to Vargas, they're always doing that over me. It's embarrassing, really.
I mean, of course they are. You are absolutely enchanting. Vargas Blackstone, I will extend my hand to take hers.
Oh, Lady Elliot North of not the common Norths, obviously.
Of course not. Is she are you wearing any rings or anything like that?
She's just wearing a very beautiful necklace that occasionally glows.
Okay, well, if you're wearing a ring, I would have kissed the biggest ring on your finger, but I'll just kiss your perfectly manicured and
Perfectly
soft-
manicured.
soft hands. Your perfectly Instagram manicure hands. She's got like French tips going on. Like, it's beautiful.
I feel like she has all the different creatures like built into her nails just for fun, just as like nail art.
I love it.
In the background, in like the blurred camera background, you can hear a pirate being like, "Oh my god, she broke my arm." A table like flies across the room. It's awesome.
And then since Lady Elliot has her newest target, she doesn't even focus on that at all. She focuses
Neither does the camera.
She's focusing all of her attention on Vargas. So she turns on her full charm, obviously, because before she was only running at 20 to 30%. She looks at Vargas and she says, "Oh, my darling, who are you?"
I'm anyone you want me to be, but they call me Vargas. Have you ever had your Taroka cards read? I bet you have 1,000 times.
Oh, my dear. I haven't had my Taroka cards read, but it's something that the servants used to do, and I find that so charming.
Wow, I felt that in my soul. I will take out.
She's not designed to attack you, Vargas, but if she were, it'd be working really well.
Damn.
I'm just squishy.
I love it. I'm so happy.
Frankly, me too. I love a woman who can kick my ass. I have to ask, what is an absolute vision like yourself doing in a dump like this? I mean, and maybe it looks worse because you're so beautiful.
Go on. No, thank you. I mean, I do get that all the time, but it is really lovely to hear it from such a handsome gentleman, such as yourself. And thank you for sending the drink. I mean, it was the second most expensive drink in this bar, but how quaint, how absolutely lovely. And I'm sure everyone would love, including yourself, to hear me play my lute later.
I would love, would I be able to get such an audience? I can only imagine how exclusive such an event could be. Would you grant me an audience? I can't imagine. I don't know if I've ever truly witnessed or heard good music.
Oh, my dear. Well, what they've told me from town to town is that they love me. So I'm positive that my music is lovely, just as you are, my darling, as you are. What did you say your name was? Vargas? Verga?
Close enough. Who cares?
Oh, so charming. Is that a common name?
Yeah, maybe. What matters is I know your name.
But I've already forgotten your last name. I'm sorry, dear. It's just with meeting so many people, it's so hard for me to keep track of all the little names that I come into contact with.
Yes. When will you be playing at the wedding?
I will be playing a little bit at the wedding. I'm just mostly here. I've been contracted to help with some things here and there. But in the meantime, I want to meet as many people as I can, including yourself, Vargas. Including yourself.
There's one more person I feel like you should meet. I will go get her. She's delightful. I feel like you will just adore her.
I adore her already, Virga.
His name is different every time.
Yes.
Eventually she's going to be like Vincenzo.
Oh, yeah. she just does it. In fact, I think that she's doing it a little bit to mess with him because she wants to be more important than she is in this small town. Because let's be honest, actually Lady Elliot North is from wealth, but she's not necessarily more important than anyone else in this bar. But she knows how to get attention, and she knows specifically how to keep a youngish man's attention.
Wow, ouch. I feel like Vargas would just be so enchanted by being megged into the molten core of the earth that he would want to introduce Lady Elliot North to Mercy. For some reason, like, Mercy is just also very charming, but I feel like Vargas would be like, I have to show you the sparkly woman I've met. So he will excuse himself and like run up the stairs like a teenage boy and like kick the door open. Does not care that what's her name, Vasily, doesn't matter, is asleep. And he'll just be like, I know we're supposed to go shopping, but there's a very sparkly woman downstairs.
Okay.
And I love her.
So seconds before Vargas does this, Mercy has been sitting in bed, under the covers, snugly with Vasily, holding the friendship daggers, and she's just like, friendship daggers, I can't believe Vasily did this. Maybe Vasily is capable of loving another person. Vasily, this changes everything. And then boom, the door gets kicked open.
When the door
hello,
gets
Vargas.
kicked open, the glow stops.
That makes sense.
Vargas, you broke the friendship daggers. You
It's
empty
because
door.
there's a
You should
sparkly
be.
woman downstairs. I have to show you.
Sparkles? Okay, should I get changed? Like I'm
Wear your finery. She was mean to me and I liked it.
Oh, okay. I don't know if I like that. That's strange, but I will wear my prettiest outfit.
Yes, I want to help Mercy. Like, I want to dress Mercy up like a lot.
Okay.
Absolutely. We will get back to the makeover in just a second.
Makeover.
So think about what you want this makeover to look like. We're going to get back to it as soon as Constantina and Shrii have finished their conversation. Constantina, Shrii, where do you go?
I like to think that we are going to. I think I had a room here, right?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I was
There is
staying
one
with.
room.
Right.
Yeah, you
okay.
were in the suite, which you went
Yes.
to, and now you just came out of.
I was thinking of the ship. Sure. Why don't we go into maybe where Stefano was getting like fitted for his outfit the other day, like that room.
That
behind-
was the suite, but you had
Oh.
been in there. That
Jeez.
was
Well, never mind.
Vincenzia's suite. Now there is a kitchen. There are some latrines. You could go outside. There are stairs downstairs into the tap room.
Let's go into like the kitchen.
Okay.
'Kay, I like to think like lots of the food is like out, so there might not necessarily be a lot of people like in the kitchen at this moment.
No, it's mostly the wedding party sort of eating whatever they can and drinking a few things.
Liquid courage.
Yeah, getting some of that liquid courage. So there are one or two servants, but most everybody's in the common room preparing for the wedding itself. Since this is a lunch banquet, most people are out eating. The kitchen is mostly empty.
Okay, I'd like go to where there's like kind of a little area for us to stand and not necessarily be like interrupted. And I want to I'm just kind of like looking around to see if anyone is still there, like potentially listening, even people like passing through. Doesn't seem like the coast is clear for now.
There are a couple of cooks, and when they see the two of you come in here, they sort of look at you curiously. One of you is obviously Vistana. The other one isn't dressed as Vistana, but they sort of it could be whatever. How do you avoid suspicion?
I like to just think that I don't really make a big deal out of it. Like I'm just kind of walking in like I have permission to be in the kitchen and just chatting. I do you drink? Shrii?
Oh, yes, I do consume substance, yes.
Do you like wine?
Sure.
I'm going to like pour us each a glass of wine from the wine that I'm presuming is in the room in the kitchen.
Yes, there's wine everywhere.
Of course.
Now,
it's not a wedding, okay?
I will warn you. For the most part, if it is provided by the inn, it's watered down, dregsy. It's kind of a toss up for what you get.
It's mostly just to give us something to do and like a reason to be in the kitchen.
Roll me a
Hmm.
D4.
Oh no, am I gonna get poisoned? Am I gonna get cursed by this wine?
You won't get cursed.
You won't
I have
get
so
poisoned.
many other things to curse you
Cursed.
with. I won't get you. I won't let a wine,
No wine
bottle
curse.
you.
3.
Okay. Yeah, no. This wine is not entirely soured. It's a white. But it does leave a strange film on the bottom of your glass.
There a stomach flu curse?
A 1 would give you like an ale that gave you rot gut, which is a thing you can actually get in the styes.
Yeah, that's
so
bad.
Oh no. Well, I'm going to like kind of swirl it around and like clink my glass against my new companion. And kind of like lower my voice, just I'm still trying to like not make a big deal of us like being in here talking. It seems like you really know your way around instruments. You seem to know a lot about my violin. Are you also a musician?
No, I don't play music. It's less about instruments and more about magic.
Oh,
Yes. Were you aware that you're not completely attuned to your ancestral heirloom, I presume?
no, I mean, I've had it for, 16 years and
Oh, bless you. You're not fully attuned to the magics within it. It's a very interesting item.
oh, really? What do you know about it? And what can I mean, I play it every day. I oil it, I replace the strings. Like I don't know how else I could be.
So you're doing routine basic instrument maintenance on a magical relic.
Well, I mean, for me, like my magic comes from the violin. So we've always, since the moment it was placed into my hands, like when people in my clan turn 16, we have kind of like a coming of age like purpose. Like we need to like find, what we're going to do with our life. And for me, the violin was it. My mother gave it to me, and that's where my magic started. So I don't, it's always been kind of like intuitive. I didn't really know that there was, and I have other instruments that have kind of a similar effect, but not quite as strong as my violin.
Oh, so you just have magic, but it's more strong with this one. Well, it'd be stronger if you were in sync with it.
Okay. So do you know how I could do that? And like, do you know what magic is in the violin?
I didn't have enough time. It's just a cursory glance, really. But I recommend maybe spending a little time to get to know it. Just feel the resonance in it of magic, not just music, but magic.
Okay.
Maybe meditate on it. I don't know how you do your magic thing, Miss Shalamoth, was it?
Yeah, I'll shout them off, but close enough.
Okay. Sorry, I'm not the best with long names.
Oh, sure. It is. My name is quite long, which is why I'm like surprised at the
It
menagerie.
has a lot of consonants in it.
Yeah. So like, why is that the code name? Like, it's not like it just rolls off the tongue or anything. So
No.
can I ask a little bit more about your involvement with the menagerie?
Oh yes, they hired me to assist with this necromancer thing. And
Oh,
look at some magic stuff.
that's well, that's exciting. Where are you from? Do you live here in the skies?
Oh no. I live in Darkon.
Oh, Darkon. I was there. Well, I guess it was like 2 years ago, but it was really only a couple of weeks ago for me. Do you know what? Does everyone know about that? The menagerie? That like, I somehow like went 2 years into the future and didn't know it. Okay, I wasn't sure if that was.
Contracted by the menagerie. I'm not.
Oh, like a full member.
No.
Oh,
I'm just contracted.
Oh, I didn't realize that people could be contractors in the menagerie. It's kind of, when I was first.
There's a lot of paperwork, but once you get through it, it's not that bad.
Paper, really? Did you have to do, the ceremony with the match? Oh, there's so much that I missed. Have you met the commander?
The commander? That sounds like a very fancy title.
It is, but she's a little friend. I mean, there's been a few commanders since I've been in the menagerie,
Mm-hmm.
but she's the one who kind of like helps us orchestrate our efforts across the realm. I mean, we don't really like necessarily have like a hierarchy, but they help keep everything organized.
What's this commander's name? Or do they just go by the commander?
I mean, it's kind of just a sign of respect that we always call them the commander.
Okay. I will remember that.
Sure. I mean, it might be helpful for your efforts with the menagerie. So, I mean, do you believe in our cause and our purpose?
Sure.
Okay. I mean, that's fine. We have various levels of enthusiasm.
I'm very excited to be working with you on this, though.
Oh, well, I'm so glad to hear it. It's really nice to meet you, and I really appreciate how careful you were with my violin. That meant a lot to me.
Oh yes, things should be treated delicately lest they be broken.
That is very true. How well do you know Lady Elliot?
Lady Elliot? Oh, not particularly well at all. She was contracted the same time I was.
Okay. I am not sure.
She seems lovely, though.
She does seem very lovely. Do you like to dance?
I have been known to dance.
Oh, sure, but do you like it?
Yes, I suppose.
Would you want to dance with me tonight at the wedding?
That sounds lovely. I would also like to meet, it sounded as if you had companions who would be traveling with you.
Sure. I think that they are, Hadil is putting snarky notes about me in the I would be glad to introduce you to my friends. I believe they are resting. Just because we've had kind of a busy time since we've been here.
Yes, it was quite arduous traveling here.
Oh, sure. Well, I guess everyone travels through the mists. Yeah, that can be kind of tiring depending on where you end up on the other side, right?
Yes, there was a lot of swimming involved.
Oh, interesting. Well, okay. Thank you for the information you gave me. I will definitely.
Yes. I hope you put it to good use.
Oh,
it's a very nice relic. I would hate for the powers within to be squandered.
Me too. I'm starting to feel terrible that I didn't know that there was more to it after all these years. But
it is a family heirloom. You should put some thought and effort into it.
Okay, I will. Thank you. Yes. I'm like, sorry, Constantina feels terrible right now. Well, thank you. I'm glad somebody told me.
Okay, I have to go. Bye.
Bye. And I like drink the whole glass of crappy wine.
Would you like mine? She says she's like walking by.
Yeah, I take it.
I can't wait to meet your friends later. I'll find you.
Okay.
Where do you go, Shrii?
Does Shrii have a room here? Or how long has she been here?
Shrii does have a room.
Okay, Shrii will go to her room then.
Okay. So as you go upstairs, you walk past Vargas and Mercy. Did you close the door before you
No, of course not.
started your makeover?
Oh wait, no, the makeover. Then yes, of course, I'm giving Mercy her privacy. Come on.
You walk past a particularly heated discussion on the other side of a closed door. You recognize a Darkon accent. Mercy and Vargas, what are you arguing over right now?
Well, Mercy would have immediately asked Vargas, Vargas, I know that Vasily used to do experiments on me, and she pushed me through her closet door into a pocket domain, and she's mean to everybody around me, and she lied to me about creating monsters that are all trying to kill me, and she used spells to manipulate me, and I just like go on and on and on. But do you think that she maybe does it out of love?
Okay. Maybe I think we just focus on getting you in the big dress, the poofy dress I've picked out.
He's very fluffy.
You would lovely. I sent a picture to Lisa, but essentially I am basing it off of a picture from Gentleman Jack. It's this big red poofy dress that has like the leg of mutton sleeve and like a little belt and some shearing. And I just want her to put on the dress and stop talking about Vasily because I want to go back to the sparkly lady downstairs.
Now that I know it's from Gentleman Jack, the answer is yes. Whatever you want to put her in is yes. I don't care what Lisa says.
It's gonna be, she can be super cute and cutie.
Mercy's like, Vargas, are you still there? My dress is so floofy. The skirt, I can't see you.
Yeah, like we're trying to get her in one of those like bone hoops. Yeah.
No, that's what you hear on the other side of the door, Shrii. And then, do you go to your room?
Yes, I make mental note. I'm like, and then I hurry to my room after dropping the leaves.
Okay. You close the door?
Yes.
You have a call.
I will sit down in my chair and answer it.
Madame Shrii,
Yes.
have you made contact?
Not directly, but I have located the individual.
And do you have an ETA?
Very soon. Most likely within the next couple of days. A week at the very latest, but that would be if a very many series of unforeseen and unfortunate tragedies were to occur.
Ah, yes. A week would be most disappointing.
It would be. I would be very disappointed in myself.
Well, see that you get it done.
Yes, of course.
Your contact will await you on Todstein.
Thank you. I'll be sure to meet them there.
Over and out. And it.
Bye-bye.
Out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then she'll take her hand off her ring of mind shielding to, let that shield kind of resume. Okay. And she is immediately gonna briskly walk out into the hallway, and she wants to position herself just outside of the door she heard the argument behind. Just waiting in the hall.
Mercy and Vargas.
So the door opens.
Vargas, are you sure this dress isn't like too much? And there's like a big puffy red skirt with a bunch of ruffles and like big like balloon sleeves.
First of all, they are leg of mutton sleeves, you uncultured.
I love this beautiful 1980s
I'm a deal.
or
I sew
1890s
stuff.
Nonsense.
Does
it have a bustle, Hadil? Does it have junk in the trunk?
Of course, and there are bows back there. There's a butt bow.
Are you sure? Are maybe
so
too
excited.
many bows?
Let's serve some
seems
tea
like
back
a lot
there.
of bows, and that one's a little
Serve
bit
tea
uneven.
on that bustle.
Okay, but I'm scared I'm going to bump into somebody and accidentally murder them.
That's fine. Nobody will miss them because you're adorable.
Okay, I'm going to bring my asame just in case that happens, so...
Yes, you can tuck it in the sleeve. That's why they're so big.
Oh, that's so handy! And I take
had
my
somebody tell
dagger
me
and I
that
like tuck it
once.
into my balloon sleeve. What's it called again?
A leg of mutton sleeve.
Leg of mutton sleeve? Okay,
Because it looks
fine.
like a leg of mutton.
Yeah, I mean, but that's not cute. But fine, I'll call it that.
A poofy sleeve if you want. Vargas isn't your real dad. You look very cute.
If we're lucky, Vargas won't be anybody's dad.
Wow. You're right. But oh man, Vargas is like, your brother's friend that wears like really nice clothes but is a piece of shit. Anyway, like he gives her hair like a little shush, like the little I don't remember the hairstyle, but it's like a bun in the back and there are ringlets in the front, and it's very cute. So
Okay, so like a romantic chignon.
Yes, so like that. And he was going to put a bow on her horn, and I was like, no, that's too much right there. That would be too much. but this is perfect. You will have to walk out of the door sideways, though.
Okay, I feel Mercy's used to dressing like very austere, so she's not used to this much. So she's like, okay, I feel a little bit silly, but if you think I look okay,
cute.
really, Varghese?
You are. I'm glad we could bond in this way, Mercy. I do love fashion. I would like to show you to the mean sparkle lady now.
Okay. And I kind of like shuffle around the room trying to get around Vargas to get to the door in this like big dress. And I'm like sideways, and then I realize Vargas has to open the door. It's like a whole thing, but eventually the door opens.
It takes a good 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Shrii, and you're waiting outside, aren't you? Or you
am.
are casually walking down the hall outside.
Casually walking down the hall outside.
Very normally.
Yes.
Like a normal person would.
Like a very normal person would. And she's waiting for the opportune moment to stumble into Vargas as they walk out of the door.
Vargas will apologize.
Oh, excuse me. That was terribly clumsy of me.
Are you all right? Is it the big dress? Vargas doesn't want to be rung up in the dress.
I feel like I wave and like my giant sleeve catches like a torch and is like a little bit on fire and I'm like hesitating it out.
Definitely.
Oh dear.
Luckily, polyester doesn't exist in this world, so it's not going to melt onto you.
Not yet.
I'm
Vasily
sorry,
is
I'm a little
asleep.
bit on fire. How embarrassing.
Oh no. It's perfectly fine. I'm the one who stumbled into you. This is terrible. I am so sorry.
My name is Mercy. Mercy Albrecht.
It's super nice to meet you. My name is Madame Shrii Saral. It's lovely to meet you.
Such a pretty name. Are you here for the wedding?
I am here for the wedding and a couple of other things as well.
Vargas will.
Is this the sparkle lady?
No. You'll know when you trust me. You'll know what she's. But hearing that she has a title, I see a kitty cat in the corner of Lindy's screen. Anyway. While I'm just touching my screen, kitty butt. Hearing that she has a title, he'll bow and introduce himself as Vargas Blackstone. But I want to roll, because Vargas is a con man, so I want to roll like some sort of check to see it, like, I feel like Vargas would know if somebody like accidentally bumped into him.
Okay.
Can I what can I roll for that?
You can roll insight versus her deception.
Okay, I will roll insight.
I will roll deception. Oh wait, I'm proficient. Excellent. That's a natural 20.
Cool. I got a 1, so it doesn't matter.
Oh no.
Vargas, your mind is on the sparkle lady.
Yeah, no, my mind is definitely still charmed. I also have a very high deception, but
But for telling the truth, very low.
Yeah, for figuring if people are being truthful is low. I feel like I would just assume everybody is lying all the time. So like maybe that just means I don't know what kind of like I don't know what her game is. I will like discreetly pat my pockets to see if like she stole my purse. That's my purse. I don't know you.
Shrii?
No.
Did you?
I did not.
Your things are intact.
Okay.
Nothing on your person has been moved other than you slightly as I stumbled into you.
Okay. All right.
So the three of you are awkwardly staring at each other in a hallway.
Terribly rude. But it's lovely to meet the both of you. Vargas Blackstone. I could have sworn I've heard that name somewhere. I'm sure it'll come to me.
I'm very famous. I'm not from here.
Oh my goodness, Varghese, you kept telling us that you were famous, but we didn't hear of you, and we'd never met anyone who had heard of you. But here is someone who knows who you are. Maybe you are famous, Varghese. I'm sorry for doubting you.
I love my D&D show Tales from the Being Dragged to Avernus and Back featuring Vargas.
This is a choice you made.
I did. consequences.
How dare
Fair.
choices have consequences?
Fair but accurate. All right. Are the three of you going downstairs together?
I will be like, we were just going to go. I was going to introduce my friend Mercy here to somebody downstairs.
How convenient. I am also headed down the stairs.
Wonderful. After you, of course. After you.
Thank you. So polite. She'll go down the stairs gracefully.
Mercy goes down the stairs, but like if there's a side rail, she's clutching it. Because her like hooves are getting like tangled in all of the skirts. And she's just very uncomfortable.
Yeah, these are incredibly long pantaloons. Much longer. You usually wear them to about the knees, which is where your digigrade legs start. But now they're caught up in the tube of these satin pantaloons, and it is very hard to walk.
But you
Mercy's
look
feeling, like-
really cute though.
Yeah, okay.
How did you do her hair, and did you do it in a chignon or in a pompadour?
In a chignon, so it's like a chignon back here, and then there are like ringlets in the front.
And little ringlets. Oh, that's
Yeah.
so cute. Any
Oh,
hats?
so cute.
Is there a fascinator?
Yes, of course there is.
Ah,
Don't
cute.
Color? Is it a
What
top
am I, a
hat?
farmer? It's it's like it's feathery and they're like sparkles.
Is there a
Yeah.
veil on it?
Yes.
Okay. And little rhinestones?
Oh, I look so cool.
I'm sure it's very cute.
There's like big, I don't know, like phoenix feathers or some other mystery, or not mystery, fantasy bird.
Okay.
I want to meet the sparkle lady.
Yeah, the three of you descend the stairs, and before you meet the sparkle lady, Vasily.
Yeah, as soon as they leave the room, Vasily's eyes open and she like struggles to sit up. And she casts encode thoughts and like puts a finger to her forehead and pulls out that memory she just had of Vargas as a child. And she puts it in a bottle and she calls out and she goes, "Number 5.
Nicodemus rolls out from underneath the bed,
Oh my God.
which
And-
is where he had the entrance to his laboratory.
Oh God.
I love the sweet boy.
Oh my god, I hate him.
Oh, he's the best.
And she kind of like weakly hands it over to him.
Oh,
She's like,
a present for me, mother.
"No, just keep that safe. I'm going
this-
to
Is
we need-
sweets.
No, don't eat it. Keep it safe. I'll have more of these. But put it somewhere safe in your lab where no one can get it."
Oh, I will put it in my box of special treasures.
Okay, yeah, sure, fine.
I put all of my gifts from you there, mother.
Oh.
Your hair, one of your teeth.
My
This
what?
one time when you fell it.
No,
Can
what?
it please be like a beat up, like Build-A-Bear Workshop box or something? Or like a Nike box. you put that in
100%.
your
A Nike
office.
box.
When you open it up, like it opens up like the Barbie Malibu dream box, and it's just a shrine to Vasily inside. It's like
Oh,
her
God.
half-eaten dinner.
Also,
Looks like Helga Pataki's closet.
God. Okay, well, we'll deal with that later. Also, if you could make me something, a cane or something, I need to get out of bed soon. And
Oh,
I'm
mother,
very
you
tired.
look awful.
Yeah, thanks for
You're
noticing.
welcome.
All right, go. I'm going to lay back down for a bit.
Okay. He just like slithers back under your bed.
Oh God.
Hear a zoop as
And
his
she-
layer closes.
She lays back down, and I would like to plan to do that every time.
Okay.
One of those comes up, so I keep a copy. of
Absolutely.
them.
We'll keep a note of that. Keep a note of the memories you have collected as well. I can't be bothered to do it, even though I could easily just copy paste it out of the notes. Mercy. Actually, one quick second. Lady Elliot North, where are you when those three descend the stairs? Where do they find you?
So now that I've been in this bar for a while, Lady Elliot has been in this bar for a while. She's now starting to make the round. She's actually found a little bit of a raised, I want to say there's like a raised stage somewhere in this bar, perhaps. that she can step on. So it's not necessarily a stage, but just like a little step above everyone else. And she is now holding her lute, and she is just about to play her first note of this song. And she has, of course, a crowd of admiring people just kind of standing near her. And have they come down the stairs yet or not?
Yes, they are descending in grand fashion.
I think that once Lady Elliot sees Mercy, she's going to throw off a special spark of rainbows, just like across the room, as well as like fill the room a little bit with the smell of cinnamon and fire, brimstone, whatever Mercy likes. So there's like a smell that kind of just like rises and falls, and it surrounds Mercy and like a beautiful wisp, and then kind of flies away. So
essentially a smell to create her favorite smell. Is that
a smell to create her favorite smell? But as it passes Vargas and Shrii, it becomes their favorite smells as well. And the whole time she smiles, but she's really looking very closely at Mercy.
I'm sure this is fine. As they're descending, and Mercy is seeing this, she almost like subconsciously casts levitate on herself so that she doesn't fall down the stairs. And so she's like literally just like lifting up and like floating, and her red dress is swirling around her. And there's like these sparkles, and she's just like, "You're right, Vargas. I do know who she is. It's the sparkly lady." And thoughts of heartbreak over Opal and the beginning of different feelings for Vasily just kind of like float away as she sees this beautiful, sparkly apparition. Right. So shiny.
So shiny.
Yeah. So Elliot has begun this beautiful show, this magnificent display. As she does, Constantina, how long do you stay in the kitchen?
I don't stay very long. Mm-hmm. And I want to like kind of come out into the main room, and if I see, do I see that Mercy and Vargas are down here?
Mm-hmm. Mercy, Vargas, Shrii, Lady Elliot has begun putting on a show. It's very spectacular.
I want to go see Vasily.
As you start towards the stairs, there's a shape at the bottom of the stairs, and he turns his square shoulders to you, and he gives you a wide, warm smile, square jaw, thick brows, just a very easy smile, and he says, "Constantina, you haven't seen this man for some time. For 2 years or perhaps a few weeks. But Pietro, the strange Vistani that you stood guard with in the woods in Cartacus, is standing at the bottom of those stairs." Vargas, roll me a perception check.
$17.
You also see Pietro.
Subtle Vargas.
And he smiles at you, Constantina, and then moves past you, and his shoulder brushes yours. And he says, "Travel safe, Constantina. I've got my eye on you."
To continue up to see Vasily.
Okay. You go upstairs to see Vasily. Vargas, you see Pietro disappear into the kitchen.
I follow his ass.
Okay. Constantina.
Well, I'm going to knock, but then also just let myself in. Because I'm assuming that Vasily is probably in bed after her ordeal. I haven't really had chance to do much or to
Are
talk
you
to her.
asleep or resting?
She is resting and pretending to be asleep until she sees who this is and if she wants to talk to them.
Well,
Fair?
That's fair. I'm going to poke my head in and gonna slip into the room and trying to be quiet. I'm going to kind of sit. I'll sit on the bed next to Vasily. That's as far as Constantina can respect personal boundaries. I'm not touching you, but I'm sitting next to you, so that's not, I don't. It looks like you're sleeping, but I'm just checking on you.
She's gonna continue to pretend to be asleep.
I'm going to. No, I won't do that.
Does it matter to you whether she's asleep or not?
To me?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess I'll make a perception check to see if she's sleeping. It doesn't. I mean, I'm mostly there to check on her, but
sure. Roll your deception, Vasily.
Oh God.
At disadvantage because you are exhausted, by the way.
I rolled really badly, so 6.
8.
She's been really tired. She could be asleep.
I kind of I reach out as if I'm going to take her hand, but then I remember that she would probably smack me for doing that. So I'm just going to kind of put my hand next to her hand. Mm-hmm. I don't really understand why you did what you did, but I admire you for doing it. That was very dangerous, and I know that you were working on helping me figure out all of my stuff, but I really think that we need to figure out how to get rid of all the stuff I knew, because I have a feeling that this is going to be bad. And I'm just kind of chatting to the dark room. But I made you an offer and a promise to be your friend no matter what. And I don't know, maybe we can help each other. But I hope that you are doing okay in there I think you're still in there. I think there's more Vasily than not left in there, whatever that phylactery did to you.
Vasily's going to continue to pretend to be asleep, but her hand is going to twitch and brush Constantina's hand.
Cute.
That is really cute. Do I?
Heart grew 3 sizes that day.
I'll kind of touch my pinky to her pinky.
My favorite fanfic trope.
Pinky touch.
And I want to stay there not very long because I want to return to the festivities, but I just kind of want to sit there in silence for maybe 20 minutes or so, just to keep her company.
Vargas, let's close out the night with you. You followed Pietro into the kitchen. It's stunning, isn't it? That shock of black hair, that chiseled face, those cheekbones, that wide, warm smile. He got every detail right, didn't he?
Yes.
What's the one difference, though?
I want to roll an insight check. Well, obviously, he can't be here because I'm Pietro.
Yes, you are.
I want to know what the what, and besides him being there, but there has to be something that I know is off, like something that'll give me a tell at maybe who this is, who it actually is.
Go ahead.
All right.
As you peer into this person, try to decipher what it is about them, they turn. What'd you roll?
Are we doing perception or like?
You're inciting now.
Okay, so just 17.
A 17? There is something otherworldly about this man. This thing. There's something about him that gives you the same aura that you get off of someone like Mercy or Vasily. There is something decidedly fiendish about Pietro. And he casually leans against the countertop. Better mind your own business.
I won't be doing that.
You'll find I am not as forgiving as he is. Ferran promised me my run of the place. And you can either get with that program or die. You see a flash of yellow in his eyes. He brushes past you and claps you on the shoulder. That's what I thought. And he leaves. And when you turn around to watch him go, you cannot see him anymore.
Out of frustration and rage, I Eldritch Blast a bunch of pots and pans.
And they clatter to the ground. And they lay there.
I want to, my final action is I'm going to tap my teacup to summon Claudia.
Claudia will pop out. Who is he? He was handsome.
He was. What say you a good old-fashioned scheme tonight, Claudia?
I would love that.
Perfect. I'll clear my calendar.
And that is where we'll end for tonight.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sweating.
Who doesn't love some fun downtime activities?
Wow.
You guys got to go to a
Go
wedding
shopping.
and a party.
I think it is
Geez,
shopping,
we
but I
didn't
get to do makeover.
We fell
That's
in love
true,
with
we
3
didn't
different
get to-
people this episode. It was great.
It's true. There's
Yeah.
so much love. Oh, I'm so excited, y'all. Sometimes I wish we had more time, but I know that I couldn't do like a 3-hour show on a Friday night. All right. Who's ready to do sign-offs? Are we all excited?
Yeah.
One question specifically for Lisa
Ready.
/ Mercy. Can our next pins be friendship daggers that glow in the dark?
Oh my gosh.
Friendship daggers.
I just
That would be
thought
so
that would
nice.
be really could we could try and find the kind of pins that have a chain in the middle.
Also,
Ooh.
Lisa,
Yes.
that is an incredibly close guess.
That it's a friendship dagger?
Very close.
Oh, I was trying to be wrong and
I know,
naive.
but you have to remember her dagger is from the Church of Ezra, so it has a more wholesome.
So it's love, isn't it?
Is it?
Yes. Based
Love
on who
is
we
the
got
real
them
revelation.
from.
I love this
It
game.
is
see through
related
you.
to love.
But it's
Yeah, it's too
also
good
when
to
our
miss, isn't it?
daggers get close together.
They were the lovers.
Yeah. Remember, that's who we got them from.
Yeah. But my dagger didn't do anything. No.
Mm.
Yours is related to
Uh-uh.
something different.
What is it? Go into our Discord and figure out what it is, please, Mistwalkers.
You know, you'd probably find out sooner if you attuned to them.
Oh my god.
We don't have to use
Oh, he's kitty.
Oh my god.
I love this
Oh
kitty. Look at
my
the little next
God.
I'm
Look at
sorry.
that
We gotta do
Okay.
sign offs, y'all. We gotta do sign
Okay,
offs. Let's start with Lindy.
okay.
Tesla gives us all a round of applause.
Oh my gosh, Tesla.
But yeah, that was super duper fun. I loved it. I cannot wait for next week. Slight apologies for all the shade thrown at the family heirloom instrument, but
That's good.
I couldn't resist it. Yeah, you can find me online at LaughLoveLindy on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, etc. Pretty much any form of social media. I play in NGM a lot of tabletop RPGs, including Encounter Roleplay on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and my own channel on Mondays and Tuesdays for Mondays in Exandria, and Mists of Ravenloft, which if you like Ravenloft, you should definitely check us out every Tuesday night for Mists of Ravenloft. We are doing a bunch of the old first and second edition Ravenloft modules converted to 5th edition, kind of like this, but it's just a whole lot of fun. And I also have a once monthly campaign for aliens and for teenagers from outer space on my channel you should check out.
All right, Ms. Goldie.
So thank you, everyone. I hope you enjoyed how bratty Lady Elliot North truly, truly is in her heart of hearts. You can, of course, always find me on Twitter at Goldie Chan, on Instagram at Goldie Cylon, because I'm a huge Battlestar Galactica nerd. And please read all of my amazing Forbes articles about D&D. So I love to write about D&D and the amazing people that play it.
Awesome. Hadil.
I'm gonna get my ass kicked. I'm Hadil, your friend. You can find me online. Twitter such TWITTYSUCH. Mostly on Instagram. If you go on my Instagram, you can see the coat that I made. And if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, I'll talk about it. Except this week's episode, which is going up tomorrow, the Things I Made It podcast, is only 8 minutes long because my camera battery died and I'm not reshooting it. So I won't be here next week because I will be in upstate New York at a sewing sleepaway camp, but I will vlog about it. I also own the domain yeetthatwheat.com. I don't know what to do with it, but maybe you should tell me what I should do with it on Twitter. The end.
Don't worry, I'll make sure that Vargas is properly occupied.
I don't like the way you phrase that.
Hadil. Would I ever? Ashley.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't like having to always follow these conversations. Hi, I'm Ashley. I am a writer, producer. I'm the founder and director of the RPG Writer Workshop. And next week we will be opening registrations for our November-December workshop. So if you would like to learn how to write content for your favorite RPGs, including D&D, the workshop is a great place to do that. So you can learn about it by going to www.rpgwriterworkshop.com. You can also go to my Twitter because I post a lot of stuff to my Twitter too, which is Ashley NH Warren. And yeah, the rest of my projects can be found on my website, ashleywarrenwrites.com.
Ayla.
Hi, it's me. It's Kayla. I love to sleep. You can find me online at KAYNCLI, and I draw a lot of art. I'm doing a lot of art things. I'm going to do even more art things every day, and I'm trying to do somewhat Inktober, so you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and see that. And I'm having a new clothing release with Holly Conrad on trashcoven.com for Halloween soon. It's got some of like my favorite things I've done lately as a part of that release, so definitely keep an eye out for that. And then we have Spooky Saturday this weekend, but it's gonna be Spooky Sunday because I'm getting a tattoo tomorrow, and Holly's gonna go pick pumpkins, so it'll be on Sunday instead of Saturday. So check that out.
Ms. Lisa.
I am Lisa Penrose. I'm social media manager for Dungeons & Dragons and community manager for Dungeon Masters Guild. Also community manager for the D&D Adventurers League. If you play Adventurers League, we are doing a really fun holiday this month called Liar's Night, where you earn candy corns for every hour of Adventurers League play, and there's fun like wandering monsters that DMs can put into any adventure or encounter, and they're like really fun and quirky encounters, and the monsters like explode into candy corns like Halloween piñatas. It's super fun. Go to dndadventurersleague.org to read about Liar's Night if you're not already participating in it. If you enjoyed the show, you should check us out at Miss Tales D&D on Twitter, or at talesfromthemist.com, which has links to our blog, to our Discord group, all the things. You can also find this show as a podcast if you prefer catching up on audio. Yeah, that's it. I should plug myself. Find me at Merciful DM on Twitter. Yay. TK.
Yeah. It's me. It's TK. I write spooky stories. I put them on the internet. You can read them at TKJ Writes, or you can follow me on Twitter. TK Joins the Fray. My internet is unstable. Zoom just told me, so it's a good thing we're wrapping up. I'm always here. I live on this channel. I won't be here tomorrow, though, so I'm a liar because I'm going to be in a wedding. But hang out with us next week. Even though Vargas won't be there, there will be plenty to occupy him. So
This is fine.
it's just a few more days. Until then, we will see you in the mists.
Sleep well, Mistwalkers.